So Catwoman Hunted is absolutely brilliant. This time we have the spotlight fully on Catwoman and Selina Kyle, and this movie is just so brilliant. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel Lifestyle Critic. I hope you're having a brilliant day. So in this video we get to review Catwoman Hunted, which is the latest DC animated original movie, and this time we have a whole feature-length film dedicated to the brilliant and magnificent Selina Kyle and Catwoman character. And I'm really pleased to say that this movie is actually really good. After Michelle Pfeiffer made the Selina Kyle and Catwoman character absolutely infamous and absolutely iconic all the way back in the 90s. This time we have a film that is centered all around the Catwoman and Selina Kyle character, and we get to see how she operates, all of her inner dialogue, and how she interacts with all of the other DC characters, which is absolutely wicked, and it just works so well, and I'm going to be breaking it all down for you in this movie review. So we open up this film with the Catwoman character trying to steal a bit of a priceless emerald jewel from a party, and then we explore if she's going to be successful in this. She then gets embroiled in this massive international cartel mission with a bit of a similar Suicide Squad-esque type deal there to encourage her to participate and to go along with all of this craziness, and the film then explores all of that chaos that is then going to ensue. Now, from a positive point of view, this is such a fun and tight movie, and they've actually got quite a number of DC characters featuring in this film, which is just absolutely brilliant. Catwoman is able to totally lead this movie on her own. Doesn't need Batman, doesn't need the Joker, doesn't need all of these big iconic DC characters. Actually, she's able to do it really well herself. I feel like the opening of this movie is really appropriate to the Catwoman character, and she is just such a cool character who, like I said, is definitely able to lead this entire movie really successfully. I love the fact that actually there's a bigger mystery going on behind the scenes as you're going and progressing through the narrative of this film, and it really does champion female empowerment, as like I said, all of the main lead characters in this movie are female, and they are definitely able to hold their own really successfully in this movie. However, from a negative point of view, I guess there could have been a bigger twist at the end of this film. However, that being said, you know, from an international mystery point of view and from a DC universe of characters point of view, this storyline is absolutely wicked. So from a cast and characters point of view, the voice actors are absolutely brilliant, and the DC characters in this movie are even better. So let's go through them one by one. So first up, we have the phenomenal Liz Gillies, who does such an excellent job in really bringing to life the Selina Kyle character and Catwoman, and really does bring out and pulls out her personality so brilliantly. This character is so endearing, and like I said, is really able to lead this movie without Batman and without any of the traditional Batman characters so brilliantly. This character is outrageously flirtatious, which is absolutely hilarious, really slick, a total smooth operator, and she is able to interact so brilliantly with all of the vast majority of characters in this movie. And I'm really glad that they also retained the anti-hero aspect of this character instead of really making her a clear-cut hero or a clear-cut villain. She really is always in the middle, and this is where she strides, and they really do retain all of that really brilliantly. Next up, we have Encanto's Stephanie Beatriz, who is playing Kate Kane / Batwoman, and I absolutely love all of the interactions between Catwoman and Batwoman. Absolutely brilliant, absolutely love all of the sexual tension between these two characters, and like I said, Batwoman is a really great aid to Catwoman on quite a number of occasions actually across this movie. That being said, I feel like they could have added a lot more depth to the Batwoman character, but that being said, you know, they do want to put Catwoman front and center, and from that point of view, I feel like she is a really great supporting character. Next up, we have Jonathan Banks playing the Black Mask character, a bit of an early villain in this story, as when the movie progresses, there are different villains that kind of pop up, but I absolutely love the Black Mask character. I always kind of envision that Ewan McGregor is the person underneath the mask, as obviously he made this role so iconic in the Birds of Prey movie, and we also have, like I said before, a vast array of other DC characters in this film. I won't spoil who they are, but it is absolutely brilliant seeing them all in here, and they just integrate and weave into this storyline really well, and really nicely integrate and interact with all of the other characters, which is so wicked. And so from a casting characters point of view, I absolutely loved Catwoman Hunted. So the visuals in Catwoman Hunted are also really impressive. They're really different and very individual, and so are definitely able to stand on their own, as it is very Japanese anime inspired, But like I said, it works really, really well in this brand new universe that they are creating. The opening to this movie felt very similar to the big massive party that we saw in Disney's Cruella movie. And also there are some brutal fights happening in this movie. It definitely felt like an adult anime from that point of view. As like I said, you see a lot of blood and a lot of pain that a number of characters go through, and I absolutely loved all of the international aspects of this movie with a bit of an undercurrent of an international cartel taking place, along with a bit of a crime syndication happening as well, and it all comes to life so brilliantly in this film. So there are obviously loads of DC animated movies, so let's compare them to the most recently released DC animated movies. So I feel like Catwoman Hunted is a lot stronger than Justice Society and also Batman Long Halloween. And I also think it's a lot stronger than the other Catwoman solo outings. So for example, the Catwoman short that was released as part of Batman Year One. And also I feel like it's a lot stronger than Halle Berry's Catwoman outing as well. But that being said, I don't think it's as strong as the recently released Injustice movie, which was just absolutely brilliant, and I would put it on the same level as the recently released Batman Soul of the Dragon. I do prefer a lot of the other Batman movies than Catwoman Hunted, but that being said, Catwoman Hunted is still a really, really wicked entry as well. So overall, I really, really enjoyed Catwoman Hunted. I think it's such a wicked movie, really, really cool mystery, loved all of the DC characters that were appearing, really, really cool fight sequences, and absolutely brilliant car chase sequences happening at the start of this film. I feel like Liz Gillies totally owned it, as this character really instantly made it her own, and I'm really, really hopeful that we do get some kind of a continuation and sequel, as this new world is so, so good. And so for all of those reasons, I'm going to give it a massive 7 out of 10. Now I'd love to hear what you thought of Catwoman Hunted, so please let me know in the comment section below. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in my next video.